Canane in the corner. Her third from outside. Zone. Shot. It's good! Espinal pulls up, knocks it down!
Up behind the bench. Hello and welcome to BMC Durfee High School and the Thomas Skip Karam basketball court for this senior night event between the New Bedford Whalers and your Durfee Hilltoppers. Prior to tonight's senior festivities, we would also like to acknowledge and recognize our girls basketball teams from our middle school and elementary schools. Each Saturday, our teams play, vying for the city championship. Please welcome our future Hilltoppers from Talbot Middle School, Tansy Middle School, Tansy Elementary, Sylvia Elementary, Henry Lord Community School, Viveris Elementary, Doran Elementary, Watson Elementary, Green Elementary, Spencer Borden Elementary, Fonseca Elementary, Laterno Elementary, and Morton Middle School. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2024 Girls Varsity Basketball Senior Night celebrations. Before we honor our senior students, we would like to take a moment and acknowledge the seniors from the New Bedford Whalers. First, senior number 1, Alexis Rebello. Number 3, Lexi Thompson. Number 5, Haley Chenard. Number 10, Saray Rios. Number 15, Lexi Marie Fitzgerald. And number 21, Vienna Andrade. And now for our Durfee seniors. The athletic department and coaches would like to congratulate our seniors on their hard work, commitment, and dedication to the girls basketball program. In addition, in an unprecedented way, this special group of young ladies has maximized their time here at Durfee, as evident by their tremendous accomplishments on the athletic teams, but more importantly, in the classroom and within the school community. Please welcome our seniors from Durfee High School. Number 10, Alexandria Lapointe, accompanied by her mom, Amanda, and dad, Dave. Alex is a 4-year member of the girls basketball program. In addition to her accomplishments on the court, Alex is a member of the Durfee track and field team, as well as a fall cheerleader. Away from the competition, she is a student in our cosmetology program and a member of Skills USA. She remains undecided on her college plans in the fall. Number 10, Alex Lapointe. Number 12, Cameron Latender, accompanied by her mom, Linda, and brothers Colin and Cohen. Cameron is a 3-year member of the girls' varsity basketball program. Away from the hardwood, Cam has run cross-country and is a member of the 6th Man Club. In the classroom, Cam excels as a student in the early college program and plans to pursue a degree in psychology with a focus in health sciences at a 4-year college. Number 12, Cameron Latender. Number 22, Taya Rogers-Swatler, accompanied by her mom, Serena, and sisters, Alonda and Chris. Taya is a 3-year member of the girls' basketball program. In addition to playing basketball, she is also a member of the soccer team. Off the court, Taya is a very involved student where she is a member of the Kyle Cares program, the Early College program, and a member of the Jesus Club. Taya is also an MIAA student ambassador. She is undecided on college but plans to attend a 4-year college to study nursing or biomedical sciences in hopes of one day becoming a thoracic surgeon. Number 22, Taya Rogers-Watler. Number 20, Evangeline Souza, accompanied by her mom, Farah, and her dad, Mitchell. Evangeline is a 4-year member of the girls' basketball program. In addition to basketball, Vange is a member of DECA and Upward Bound. As an honor roll student, she is a member of the National Honor Society and participates in the school's early college program. Next fall, she plans to attend UMass Dartmouth as a business major. Number 20, Evangeline Souza. Number 3, Juliana Souza. Accompanied by her mom, Farah, and dad, Mitchell, Juliana is a 4-year member of the girls' basketball program. In the classroom, she is a member of the National Honor Society. She will be attending Roger Williams University next fall, where she has been accepted into the Gabelli School of Business as a business finance major. Number 3, Juliana Souza. Number 2, Mia Tang. Accompanied by her mother Angela and father Sam and stepmother Lisa, Mia is a 4-year member of the basketball program. She is an active member of the school, participating in the Kyle Cares program, the Jesus Club, and Skills USA. A student in our culinary arts program holds a 3.9 GPA while taking AP courses and takes part-time dual enrollment in our dual enrollment program. Upon graduation, Mia intends to enlist in the United States Air Force. Number 2, Mia Tang. Number 4, Julia Hargraves. Accompanied by her mom, Lisa, dad, Michael, and sister, Maddie. Julia is a co-captain and a 4-year starter for the Toppers. In addition to basketball, Julia is also a captain and all-star on the girls' soccer team, where she exceeded the 100-point mark for her career. She is also active in student life as a member of the Kyle Cares program, the Sixth Man Club, and the History Abroad Club. Julia excels in the classroom. A member of the National Honor Society, she has a mix of AP and honors level classes. She currently ranks 15th in her class with a 4.7 weighted GPA. Julia is still undecided on a school for next fall, but plans to pursue a degree at a 4-year college. Number 4, Julia Hargraves. Number 24, Maya Hayes Paulette. Accompanied by her father, Charles, and aunt, Danielle, and cousin, Avery. Maya is a 2-year captain and a 3-year starter for the Hilltoppers. She led the team in points and rebounds as a junior, and prior to being sidelined with an injury in late December, was leading the team with 16 points per game and 9 rebounds per game. Off the court, Maya is also a member of the History Abroad Club, as well as the Jesus Club. A member of the National Honor Society, Maya is ranked in the top 10% in her class. She takes AP classes and is also an early college student. She is undecided on her college plans, still considering schools in New York, Florida, and New England. She hopes to continue her basketball career while majoring in international business. Number 24, Maya Hayes Paulette. And number 14, Maggie O'Connell. Accompanied by her mom, Kara. Maggie is a co-captain on this year's team and a 4-year member of the and 3-year starter for the girls' basketball program. In addition to basketball, Maggie is an all-star member of the cross-country team, where she was a 4-time runner of the year, as well as the 4-time MVP. Maggie is also a member of the tennis team. She is active in student life as a member of Kyle Cares, the Sixth Man Club, and History Abroad. Maggie is a Heroes of Peace Award winner, Currently ranked among the top 10 seniors, Maggie is enrolled in dual enrollment as well as AP classes. Next fall, she will head to Seton Hall University, where she will be a member of the cross-country team while studying biochemistry as part of their Honors College and Leadership program. Number 14, Maggie O'Connell. We would like to wish all of our seniors the best of luck in their future endeavors upon leaving Durfee High School in June. And you will always be welcome here back at Durfee High School as a proud alumni of our girls varsity basketball program. How about one last applause for all of our senior students?
Durfee was victorious on the road, kind of sent New Bedford into a tailspin. They haven't won since. It's 8 straight losses for the Lady Whalers.
I think the Lady Whalers will be hungry tonight, and hopefully the Lady Hilltoppers will answer the call.
Senior night always special here at Durfee. Girls are tonight, boys scheduled for next Tuesday, the 13th. But this team, Vic, you know, they're 8-8, 4 games left. This is a win Coach Karen feels they really need to get so that they can, you know, get that much closer to the playoff berth. They're seeded 31st coming into tonight.
Yeah, it's a big game. Every 4 left, going to win 2 to get in. Every game right now till the end of the season is a big game for Coach Karen.
I know you're big on defense. Brendan and I have talked about it throughout the year, and so is Coach. This team strives on defense and creating offensive production via defense. Second time around against another school, the same school rather, it's always tough.
Always tough, but the defense will always prevail. If they come out and play great defense, force those turnovers, the defense can create easy offensive opportunities for the Lady Toppers tonight.
Great to have Vic with me. It's been a while. Pinch hitting for Brendan. It's Brendan Kelly's birthday and his son's birthday, so happy birthday, Brendan, and to your son as well. Vic and I will go get the headsets on. We'll be live from here in the field house right after this, so stay with us. Warm-ups will finish up.
Alasia Sylvia Figueroa. Sophomore, number 24, Isabella Emil. Junior, number 23, Zaria Anderson. Senior, number 3, Alexia Thompson. And senior, number 5, Haley Chenard. The Whalers are coached by Jordan Pena, assisted by Jeff Perry, Lexi Barros, Kelker Alfonso, and Katia Pacheco. And now for your Durfee Hilltoppers. Sophomore, number 23, Avery Lane. Sophomore, number 25, Maddie Hargraves. Senior, number 3, Juliana Souza. Senior, number 4, Julia Hargraves. And senior, number 14, Maggie O'Connell. Now, fans, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
How does this work, Ev?
All right, folks, we are back, and we've made it up to top of the bleachers here. Evan Massoud, Vic Pereira with you, and as we said, Vic, this is a big one for Durfee. You know, they've had some really tough games this season where they competed right to the final buzzer, just sometimes a couple points short. You know, you heard during the intro, Maya Hayes-Paulette, you know, she was hit with an injury about 10 games or so ago, so the girls have now been playing without her for basically half a season.
Right.
But it was quite an adjustment because she was leading the team with points scored in a game. So it was really a true situation of next player up, you know.
Exactly.
But they've certainly you know, gotten more comfortable. Coach Karen, of course, you know, understanding the strengths of each player as they go. One of the most prepared coaches here in the South Coast. So, you know, always ready to go.
Absolutely, and you know, Jeff's always a great competitor as a player, even more so as a coach.
Hilltoppers get the opening tip. Rebound for Hargraves. And now Maddie Hargraves getting the pass from O'Connell. Julia will draw a foul, number 1. JV was foul heavy, Vic. We got to see almost,
definitely.
oh my goodness.
I think that was the longest JV game of all time.
It really
It
was.
seemed like it anyway.
No, that third quarter was crazy, crazy long. But while we get ready for free throws here, I'll take New Bedford's starters, and I'll have you do Durfee's. For New Bedford, the Whalers coming in at 4-13 this season, as I said, haven't won since before playing Durfee the first time, so they're on a skid. Alexia Thompson, number 3. Haley Chenard, number 5. Number 11, Alasia Sylvia Figueroa. Number 23, Zaria Anderson. And number 24, Isabella Emil, who just got hit with that first foul. Jordan Pina, once again, leading the Whalers this season.
Great. For the Lady Toppers, starting lineup, number 3, Juliana Souza. Number 4, Julia Hargraves. Number 14, Maggie O'Connell. Number 23, Avery Lane. And number 25, Maddie Hargraves. So those are the Lady Hilltoppers out there at this time. Team foul on Durfee. And number 23 for the Lady Whalers on the foul line, shooting 2.
So 23 shooting 2, and the foul was on 23 for Durfee on Lane. I'll tell you right now, last game that Brendan and I did here for girls, Lane and Jada Johnson-Scott were just tremendous. They had such fantastic game. You know, Jada gave a lot of good minutes off the bench, and Avery's done very well as, you know, coming into that role, you know, for Maya, who they lost this season. So they have really been, they've grown in their role tremendously here as this second half has gone on.
Oh, great execution there. Unfortunately, got a little extra step there, and what a walking violation. Lady Hilltop is coming out a man-to-man.
Whalers coming back here, back on offense. We'll see how quick the travel calls are. There were quite a few steps. A little bit generous in the JV game.
Right.
Durfee won the JV game, by the way. 53-45 was the final score. So good to see that. They had a big lead, and New Bedford certainly closed. Like I said, we saw basically all of it. Maddie Hargraves to the basket. It won't go. O'Connell storms in, no good. But, yeah, JV holding them off. Big win. Everybody fired up. Atmosphere's great. It's also girls' youth basketball night here. So elementary, middle schools are here, just like we had boys here last Friday. So a lot of people in the stands on our near side. You know, the far side, which you're seeing on your screen, they're usually not open all the way because the teams are there. But on our near side, all but packed, really. It's a great crowd
tonight, absolutely. Yeah. It's always nice to see a great crowd at Durfee and the Whalers of New Bedford. Julia Hargraves missed jump shot on the other end.
Bit of a lane there,
great
but
block.
There you go.
3, Avery Lane.
That's Lane. Blocked the lane, goes the other way. Hargraves had some hands to the face there.
No call.
No call.
Oh.
Basket put in there by Thompson. And the Whalers with their first lead.
Durfee's just going to settle down, run that offense, be patient, get a good shot every time down.
Hargraves open. That's going to be off the glass. I was about to say off the mark, and I thought, oh, maybe it'll hit the glass, and it did.
What a great shot.
Good old bank shot there from Julia Hargraves. You know, I had boys on Tuesday. The road game against Dartmouth, as people here in the city know, I usually do the road games for Dartmouth, so you know, it helps out DCTV, it helps out our crew, you know, kind of gives our crew a night off, if you will. So kind of a good arrangement there. We've got a good partnership with Dartmouth Cable, and the boys just came out on fire. I thought last Friday here against Brockton was probably one of the best boys games I've seen in a while. You know, and you all saw it here, what a great game that was. And I went over to Coach Joe Cruz after the game, and I said, you know, I said, thanks a lot. Now I have to go back to my notes and evaluate which game was better.
Right.
It was an amazing game out in Dartmouth, a big-time win for the boys who are now they're in New Bedford tonight. They have a tie for the conference, so they will at worst share the SEC crown this year after that win. If they win tonight, they're sole champs of the conference, and they will earn their playoff berth. So tonight, just as big as Tuesday was.
Well, I wish the boys the best of luck. Coach Cruz doing a tremendous job with the program. It's always nice to see them win in those type of games.
O'Connell 1 for 2 at the line. And it was the second foul of the night for New Bedford, the second on Isabella Emil. So she's got 2, and I believe she actually went to the bench. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she was subbed out with the 2 quick fouls. Cross pass picked off by Hargraves.
Great steal.
O'Connell she wanted, but had the hands there by Ramos.
O'Connell takes it to the basket strong. Great job attacking that defense, attacking those gaps.
Third foul already for the Whalers. Anderson picking up her first. That foul on the floor. I thought we were going to see shots. But
it looked like she was in the act of shooting, Evan. It really did.
It did, yeah.
Yep.
But that's all right. Inbound, again, wanted the three, but good defense from Ramos. She's just came into the game, and she's not given any space to O'Connell. That's a foul, and that will be 2 shots as Juliana Souza will head to the line.
Great job there with Juliana, showing the ball. Great ball fake, getting the defense off balance and driving baseline.
Thompson getting tagged on the foul. Already New Bedford's 4th, so 1 more, and Durfee will be into bonus and shooting free throws for the remainder of the quarter. And on 2 bounces, Souza gets that first one to fall through.
Yeah, you got to make New Bedford pay for fouling, make your free throws, go to the line with confidence, knock them down.
You know, you can't underestimate the value of the free throws.
Yep.
And I just immediately go to Tommy Keys in the Conley Championship 2013 when he went 10 for 10 in that 4th quarter. And, you know, they held off Linfield because of his free throw shooting. It's so important.
Yep.
First foul on O'Connell. Durfee's second, and this one will be inbounded on the floor. Good inbound pass, and Thompson escapes from the baseline now out to the top of the key. Around the horn they go, and Ramos wants a 3. It's off the
rebound by Souza.
Yeah, off the rim there, no good.
To Hargraves.
Big stretch from O'Connell. Might have had some contact. She comes away with the second rebound, kind of trapped a bit. They get it to Lane in the paint, and it won't go. O'Connell's there again, and she is fouled. Oh, they call it a jump ball.
I don't know about that call.
I don't know about that at all.
Yeah, O'Connell very aggressive on the offensive rebounding.
Well,
really has a knack for the ball.
Well, what I'm wondering here about that jump ball is this is something, Brendan and I have talked about this, Vic, all year. Yeah. They've been very quick on that call this year.
Yeah.
But in that case, Maggie's got the ball. She's falling forward momentum with the ball. There's no Whalers' hands near her as she's going down.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure how that's the call. But nonetheless, it was a turnover, and now Durfee gets hit with their 3rd team foul.
And Julia Souza's first foul.
Yeah.
Juliana Souza, her first, team's 3rd.
Free throws for the Whalers. That is Alasia Sylvia Figueroa, number 11. She misses the first. So right now, both sides 50%. Durfee 3 for 6 at the line. New Bedford, well, a little less than there, 1 for 3. And Alasia hoping to hit the second, and she does. So now they're 50%. So between the 2 sides, 5 for 10. Good stretch from Lane.
Durfee's running that great high screen pick and roll.
Stolen by Thompson, but she lost it. Great effort there.
Good try.
You know, it's tough when you're on a skid like this. You know, you start pressing. Every possession matters. But I'll tell you, some of these games that New Bedford has lost, they have not been blowouts by any stretch. You know, BR was a little bit skewed, but Somerset, they only lost by 3 the first time. You know, Falmouth last game for them on Wednesday only put up 26. That's probably one of their worst. That's really their worst offensive game was against Falmouth. But even that, they only lost by 10. They held Falmouth to 36. So that's not. You're obviously they're doing stuff right. They're just not able to create W's right now. And as Lane picks up her second and Durfee's 4th, more free throws in this first quarter, which is, you know, we already started quite a bit late tonight because with senior night and whatnot. But
so Coach Karen making a sub change. Lane coming out with 2, and coming into the game, Alexandria LaPointe filling in for Lane, who's out with 2 fouls.
One of our seniors tonight, one of the 9 girls on this team. It's a lot of seniors.
Yeah,
a lot of turnover after this
turnover,
season
yes.
for Coach Karen.
Could be a rebuilding season for next year for Coach Karen.
For sure. Thompson 0 for 2 at the line. So tough start for her at the free throw line. Oh, thrown away. Luckily, Julia Hargraves trailing back a bit, able to take care of it. Corral it. Now Maddie Hargraves to the left of O'Connell. O'Connell looking for space, gets a bit of a screen there, trying to go to her right into the corner. Couldn't do anything with it. So now Maddie Hargraves back to O'Connell. Look, she wanted that 3 again. They are defending her closely. Julia Hargraves for 3 off the glass again. Second time, high off the glass.
Great job, great patience by the Lady Toppers, kind of moving that ball around, not forcing it, and waiting for the best shot available.
That's a great possession right there. They ran the shot clock down to about 9.
Great steal, Julia Hargraves.
2-on-1. Great pass to O'Connell.
Yes. What a great unselfish play. The defense committed, and Julia just dumped it down to O'Connell for 2. Timeout by the Lady Whalers.
So 11-4 the score here as we go into the timeout. And Coach Pina wanting to corral the troops after 5 straight there very quickly for Durfee. You know, we see that a lot, particularly from our Durfee teams. You know, they start getting going and they get these points in bunches. And that happened with the boys on Tuesday, same thing. A lot of steals, quick layups. Yep. I remember they had a 6-0 run in about 30 seconds because of how quickly the possession just came right back to Durfee and nobody's in the back court to defend.
And it's all going to come down to who takes care of the basketball throughout the game.
Yeah.
And then and who creates those turnovers into points is going to be the key. Right now, I think the Lady Toppers doing a great job of turning the New Bedford team over and converting those into baskets. And you got to make your free throws.
Sure.
Those are important, and those will come back to really haunt you when the game is really, if the game is tight in the fourth quarter. Those are what makes the difference in the game. Taking care of the ball and making your free throws.
I mean, the 5-0 run here very quickly in this last 30 seconds. It was 6-4, now quickly up to 11-4. And it's interesting, you know, to note, you mentioned about making shots. New Bedford with just 1 from the field in 6 minutes.
Yep.
You know, but their defense equally as good as Durfee's. That's why so low scoring right now.
But as you mentioned earlier, the Lady Whalers are having difficulties putting the ball in the basket.
Thompson looking for a lane. Jukes left, Jukes right, and draws the foul. It's going to be Durfee's 5th foul. And just as we were saying that Hilltoppers could be shooting free throws, now they've hit their 5th, and they're maxed out.
Yep. That's Maddie Hargraves' first foul.
Thompson back to the line here. Her second trip for 2 shots. 1:39 on the clock here in the first quarter. Whalers will have free throws for the remainder, the 99 seconds that remain.
And once again, another missed free throw.
Yeah, 0 for 3 for Thompson.
That's Thompson, yep.
Tough start. That one wide. I don't think that hit the rim, actually. That was very wide to the left. So
shooter's violation. It's got to hit the rim.
Yeah.
In order to keep the ball in play. Durfee possession. So Julia bringing up the ball here, 11-4. Durfee. High screen.
Off the fingertips, and Maddie Hargraves on the stat sheet, her first of the night, and Durfee up by 9. The 3 no good from Ramos. It tips back. That was a good stretch there from Anderson to get it back, and then a miss on the second try as we roll up on a minute. I'll tell you, last Friday, a real crushing loss for Durfee. These girls on the road at Brockton, because they had the lead very late in the game, and unfortunately they gave it up with a minute to go, and they only lost by the 3 points. But they were with Brockton the whole night, and they led for a lot of that fourth quarter. Brockton just, a bit of a surge there at the end.
Illegal screen there by Alexandra LaPointe. Durfee turnover. Good aggressive zone by Durfee. Another turnover by New Bedford. I like that, a really active zone by Durfee.
All season.
Yeah, really good active zone.
About a 9-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Jada Johnson-Scott into the game now. They're number 32. I mentioned her earlier. Hargraves, that's going to be another turnover. I thought they were going to call her on a travel. It looked
Double
like
dribble.
Yeah. Double dribble. It looked like an extra step. I'll be honest. That's what I thought I saw, but now New Bedford can take the last shot, looking for some points here as the first quarter comes to a close. 16 seconds and counting. Baseline pass down low,
Good
flipped
defense.
up. Good defense. And yeah, thrown out of bounds.
Maddie Hargraves, arm straight up, allowed the player to force the shot.
So now Durfee with a chance to go up double digits here. 13 seconds as Julia Hargraves picks it up. 7 seconds. Open, O'Connell looks good. It's good! Bangs it home as the time expires in the first. How about that shot? O'Connell she wanted that three about 8 minutes ago, right at the start of the quarter, and she finally got open for one.
Great shot, great patience by Durfee, allowing just a one shot on that possession there with only about 11 seconds left, and great execution. And look, Durfee looks good. That first quarter, it came to play today. Right now, the Lady Whalers are having a tough time putting the ball in the basket, not making their free throws. That's the difference of what we have a 16-4 game right now.
Yeah. Just the one from the field for the Whalers in that
goal
first
that
quarter.
Yes.
That's a tough start, and it is once again a testament to the Hilltoppers' defense. The question is can you sustain that kind of defense, or will New Bedford start to make those adjustments? Coach Pina has been around almost as long as I've been, broadcasting games here. He's a young coach, but he knows the game. Product there of New Bedford, and he's
absolutely,
he's no stranger to this rivalry. It's always nice to catch up with him. He loves when I come over and talk to him and talk about the games and the broadcasts. And he's was one of the first ones to ask us to start emailing the broadcasts to him. So I started asking coaches, say, hey, do you want this for tape? You want to watch it? We'll send you the game. He was one of the first ones to ever ask us for copies.
That's great.
So he's totally into it. That's for sure. And the rivalry is healthy. Let's say that. Hilltoppers have it.
It always is. Durfee, New Bedford.
It always is. I hope the boys have a good, fun game too, but I hope no incidents. We don't want any incidents out on the road either. Maddie Hargraves will.
Good penetration.
Yeah, she got baseline, didn't have a lot of space, dumped it back off.
I like Durfee's patience, moving that ball, allowing New Bedford to really play defense throughout the entire possession of the shot clock.
Off the rim, fresh 35, and Durfee's going to start the possession all over again. Julia Hargraves wanted her third.
That's a great look, just didn't go down for her. New Bedford pushing it up.
Chance for the Whalers to strike back, and they do. From the field, Anderson with the first one from distance tonight for the Whalers.
I think that's the Whalers' first fast break basket, up tempo.
Yeah.
Rebound, taking it up, penetrating and dishing out for a three.
Yeah, she was wide open. She had all night for that shot. Yeah. Back to Maddie Hargraves. Oh, hands up to the face there a little bit from Thompson. Travel against.
Call. I can see New Bedford's defensive intensity stepping up a notch at the beginning of this quarter, Evan. And it's kind of
a little quicker.
Kind of got Durfee rattled a little bit. 2 turnovers already in this quarter for the Lady Hilltoppers. So a little quick adjustment from coach on the Whaler side, make it a little more aggressive on the defensive end.
Jumper from the corner. One of the things that I talked to Coach Pina about is, unlike New Bedford's gym, which is wide, sideline to sideline or side court to side court, ours here is long, baseline to baseline. It's very difficult to shoot in this building.
It is.
And I hear that from a lot of coaches, visiting coaches here, Taunton and Dartmouth, some of the biggest field houses in the South Coast. And, especially here, it's wide open here at Durfee, and it can be difficult when you don't have that wall or some kind of perspective, as the Whalers have their first foul here in the second. I mean, you played here, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You played.
Really never bothered us, but it always,
No.
always bothered the opposing teams.
Exactly.
I think that's, you know.
You get used to your, that's called, you know, it's called home court advantage.
Exactly.
Everybody's get, the dimensions may be the same in terms of the court. That's for three and good from Souza.
Great job with Maddie Hargraves penetrating, sucked into defense. Great dish out. Souza for the three. Great execution by the Lady Toppers.
That's for three on the other side here. High bounce over the glass.
Maddie, another rebound. Tanya, Durfee not allowing New Bedford any second shots on the offensive rebounding side.
No, they're not. And that is something that the Whalers have been struggling with, is that rebound. Jada Johnson-Scott trying to get it to go. Some contact there. Loose ball. She'll pick it up again.
Yes. She was banking in there.
Yeah.
Stay with it. Great hustle them by 32.
21-7. Durfee's largest lead so far tonight. Jumper from Thompson as she falls back after the shot. Great job. Nice play from Figueroa.
Great hustle. Getting
Whalers
that
can't get it
offensive
to
rebound,
go.
and they
That's
just
beautiful.
can't buy a basket.
No,
They can't buy a hoop.
that's kind of effort that I'm talking about. It's not like New Bedford's laying back and just losing games. They just offensively are struggling. Pressing, however you want to say it. Back down the other way. Thompson off the glass. Even that.
Another rebound by Maddie Hargraves. Great defense, keeping her hands straight up again.
Sure. But see, even that layup, right? When things are going right, that falls. It doesn't pop back out. You know, it's just like when you're on a streak in baseball. The baseball looks like the size of a softball. You can hit it no matter what. And it's the same thing here.
Great block.
That is a fantastic block as Thompson comes away with it. Looking for some room. And that'll count.
That's a great move. Nice finish.
Durfee's first foul will create an
That's her
and one.
second. Maddie's second foul.
Durfee's first here in the second quarter. And Avery Lane back in.
Even with her two fouls, I thought that Johnson-Scott came and did a great job.
She sure
giving
did.
her giving the Lady Toppers some great minutes.
I told you, they have.
Old school three-point play.
Yeah, and Thompson, that's her first make from the line, so that's going to feel good. But I told you, Jada and Avery have really grown into their roles.
Yep.
And they've given quality minutes to Coach Karen since basically becoming, you know, rotating starters, if you will, because without Maya. Good pressure there from the Whalers. Durfee has to go back outside. Souza, that'll be for two if it goes. No good. Tries to get it back toe-to-toe with Thompson, and now Thompson pulls up. Paint.
Lane, great defense. Looks like it'll be a foul on Thompson. Once again, Lane used her length to keep her arm straight up, made that shot very difficult for Thompson to finish.
They actually called that on number 11 there for New Bedford there, Sylvia Figueroa. So that's her first. Better for New Bedford because it would have been Thompson's second
foul.
I talked to Coach Karen, and I asked him about, you know, the last time these two schools played, and it was a month ago. He says, yeah, he says, that feels like a season ago.
Right.
I said, I get it, because, you know, Coach is one of those coaches. That's a great block from behind. Durfee gets it back. But Coach Karen, one of those coaches that it is focused on this game alone, and that's it. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. All the preparation is into today, and that's the focus. So, obviously, a month away, I get what he's saying.
Yeah, you never want to look ahead of any opponent. You know, you got to face every opponent, prepare for every opponent. Oh, we got a carry call.
Yeah.
Wow. I never, you know, carry calls and three second calls are a thing of the past in today's game. But the referee thought she carried, and that's an unforced turnover.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you're bringing up the ball, you're dribbling the ball with no pressure, and those are things that hurt you as a team.
Mia Tang checking in. She inbounds the ball. Another one of our seniors as coaches. And with a bit of a lead here, mixing in a few players that we haven't seen as regularly.
That's great.
Good attempt there. They got the ball right to
That's a great
Mia.
shot, great execution on the curl.
Thompson again in the paint. Offensive
shot,
foul.
great job. Great job by Lane.
Lane got in there and just sealed it off.
And that's a risky play because she's already had 2 fouls, Evan. You know, put himself in that situation, but she did a good job holding her ground and drew the charge. That's great defense.
3 fouls now for the Whalers here in the second. Second quarter moving along a lot faster than the first. Already 2.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Another great defensive move. Lady Whalers are in the 2-3 zone, kind of mixing it in. Started with the man-for-man defense. Now they went to zone, and Durfee's adjusting.
Well, got a nice crew here in the field house. Another multi-cam production, trying to do more of this.
Wow,
that's a great shot from Thompson. Oh, excuse me. No, Anderson. My bad.
Yes.
Beautiful shot. Slow to get up
like
there.
She sprained her ankle.
Oh yeah, I think she might have rolled it a bit, hobbling a bit, but staying in there for now. Yeah, she's hurting.
Yep. They might have to take her out. She's in pain.
Yeah, she's gonna.
I'm surprised the referees have not blown the whistle.
I think Coach wanted a foul as well, but she's gonna end up needing to see the trainer.
Yeah.
Trying to walk it off.
Coach Pina is kind of all over that referee.
Yeah. They won't give an injury timeout.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because
myself. That clock should have stopped.
The clock should have stopped, and
the game. We should have stopped the game.
That's what I mean. That's not uncommon. We've seen this plenty of times.
Right.
And, you know, I give Anderson a heck of a lot of credit because she's trying to just shake it off and still, you know, lock down her position defensively here.
Right.
And she goes right in there.
Oh.
And one.
Wow. That came at the right time where Durfee, I felt, were having a tough time to score there the last few possessions.
Yeah.
And Julia Hargrave's great job of taking it strong to the basket and finishing.
And Anderson gets hit with that foul. Anderson shouldn't even have to be in the game right now for New Bedford. Coach Pina
and that's
not happy.
Anderson.
He's not happy.
Yep.
And he's got every right not to be.
Exactly. Julia, one shot, can complete the old school 3-point play.
Durfee's first and one situation here, and she knocks it down. And more changes for
got some subs
Coach
coming
Karen.
in.
Yeah.
Julia taking a break.
Cam Latender, and who else did I see come in there? Tanya Rogers, Roger Watler, excuse me. Yep, Watler, she's coming in now. More of our senior crew. Nice shot there from Anderson. Hey,
Anderson,
you know what?
Unbelievable.
They're not going to help her out.
Even with on a bad wheel.
Yep, she's just going to take care of business.
That's called gritty, you know, called being tough. That's a great job. Oh. The offensive foul.
Yeah.
Sousa's second.
Durfee's second as well. 69 seconds to play in the second quarter. Almost at halftime here.
Yeah.
Clock isn't rolling. Now it is. A little delay there on the scoreboard.
I feel a little momentum change here. Durfee had total control of the game that first quarter. Now Durfee's the one that seems to be fouling. And putting the Lady Whalers on the free throw line.
You're looking at any spark you can get, and you know, maybe not getting that timeout that for the injury. You know, perhaps
kind of spark the Lady Whalers,
right? You look for anything,
right?
Exactly. You look for anything to get fired up.
Yeah, once again, another missed free throw by New Bedford. Again, if New Bedford were hitting the free throws, would be a much closer game than it is now.
Oh yeah. Let's see. 7 points right now left. 8 points left on the floor at the line.
Yep.
So, you know, just to play devil's advocate, you make all of those. And if Durfee hits the three that they miss, it's a much closer game.
Correct.
Souza fires one.
Great defense.
Deflected off of New Bedford.
Yeah.
It was great.
Block shot by Thompson. Did not allow Souza to get that shot off right there. Didn't fall for the fake. Stayed with her. Played great defense.
You take that any day of the week. Who cares if it goes out of bounds?
Right.
Now Durfee has to get it back in. So
correct.
It's still a win anytime you block a shot like that, even if it goes out of bounds. Loose ball, O'Connell will pick it up. That did not hit the rim, so the clock did not reset.
Oh,
it will
O'Connell.
go down. Around the rim it goes. And O'Connell here with 8 first-half points. The lead to 12. Shot clock off, and New Bedford will try to take the last shot.
Great penetration by O'Connell, and even a better finish.
10 seconds, and Thompson gonna hold on here. Anderson in the corner, Coach Karen marking her. She'll take the shot anyway, and it's long. Might have been a foul there, a bit of a bump. Basket good for Brianna Pyers, and New Bedford gets 2 back, but they're down by 10 here at the half. Hey, you know, they got 2 back in that quarter. It was a 12-point lead for Durfee. They score there at the end. Coach Pina still wants to talk to our officials as he's out there now at center court. But it is halftime, and Durfee, for the most part, in control of this game right now.
Absolutely. I give credit to New Bedford as well. They only had 4 points in the first quarter. They came back and had 12 in the second.
Yeah.
And kind of making us somewhat respectful at this time. So.
And it was Anderson. Anderson
Yep.
with 7 points in that
came
quarter.
in, man.
She
She
got
was
hot
tough.
at the end after what looked to be kind of an ankle roll or something along those lines. But all right, folks. 26-16. Hey, I was about to say before that injury, and we started talking about it, but you know, multi-camp production tonight. We have students and staff working tonight. Great thing here. So we're very happy. We have one of our students, Jacob Correa, running camera. Another one of our students, Cody Cabral, is in the control room with Gary Leet, who's directing, and Steve Rice, who's on technical and our graphics. Zach Souza, former student, running camera. Craig Salvador, one of our staff members as well. He's running camera. So big production here on a Friday night. Happy to do it and happy to be able to do it.
Great stuff.
You know, we're very fortunate with the technology that we have. These things are becoming easier and easier to do. It's just getting the staff here on a Friday night, you know, and make sure we have enough crew to do it. So thrilled to do it. We have about 8.5 minutes we're coming up on in halftime. We'll take a break. We have some feature packs for you, and Vic and I will have the third quarter for you after that. Stay with us. Back to Romero. Romero forges ahead. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Coming in, you're really scared. You might be a little nervous, but I think being a part of a team gives you friends who can come with you all the way through high school, and then coaches looking out for you. I think as an athlete, you can improve and learn the art of dedication.
That shot taken. Cadet will take the shot and score.
Hard work pays off. From my freshman year, starting off hardly knowing anything about sports to now my junior year, having almost all the school records in track and field. I feel like this school shows a lot of opportunities in classrooms and out of classrooms.
Durfee on 3! 1, 2, 3, Durfee!
High flip to Espinal. Open 3. Got it! Big time hit from Granham.
Durfee has such a great community, such great pride, you know, where people who love to be here, we love to compete, we love to play, and it's such a great opportunity.
Corralled by Camara, full steam ahead, weaving through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good! Camara, coast to coast!
I've made a lot of great friends playing sports. I really appreciate how it fosters a community amongst all of the athletes, even in between sports seasons.
Good pass up the field, gets some good backspin on it, and it is a loose ball, shot, and it's good! To tie it, it's good! Medeiros on the PK!
You have a lot of support and a lot of people around you. It's a good environment, especially the sports teams.
Great. O'Connell with the 3, and the lead is over 30.
I know how much pride it takes to be a topper, so it made me work harder so I can be more successful.
really great to just be able to learn accountability, reliability, just getting involved in school. And I feel like the best way to do that is to join a sport.
In the air in a deep left field. Coppola heading back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run home run for Montilla, and it's a 2-run game.
I'm Mike LeBossiere with Upper Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The school administration building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Braden, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton House. This new pitch surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Players are warming back up here, back out of the locker rooms. About 60 seconds left before the third quarter here. Evan Massoud and Vic Pereira are second to last Friday of the regular season. Where has time gone? This is
goes by quick.
unbelievable.
You know, I know as a former AD, the seasons go by very quickly, and it's unbelievable where the time goes, Evan, you know?
I know, you haven't done a game with me in about 2 years, and you came in here, you were like the celebrity. For a minute, I felt a little bit, out of place. Everybody's coming and seeing you. It's like, oh, Evan's here, fine. Vic is here, all right.
This is my second home, actually my first home for a very long
First
time.
home, oh yeah, come on.
But, I
must be nice.
I always love coming back. This is a great place, great people, and I'm just very fortunate being here with you and
absolutely.
with everyone here that's part of the Durfee family.
Yeah, it's funny. I think I've said this before. I'm the music director at my church, and one of my best friends is actually a music director as well. He's out in Cleveland, and whenever I go to visit, says, "Hey, the celebrity's in town." I said, "Stop it! I'm not a celebrity." But it made me think of you. You come in here, and it's the celebrities in the building.
Right,
Vic Pereira's back. No, it's great. I'm glad that you were available. I know we tried. Our schedules didn't quite match up over the last couple of seasons, but I am thrilled to have you with me tonight. Believe me.
Same here.
So.
Feelings mutual, Evan. And Lady Whalers start the second half with the ball. Durfee in a 2-3 zone.
I'd be interested to see what kind of adjustments. Wow, how about that? That was number 11 there.
Figueroa, what a move.
That's an amazing shot.
Snuck that shot in between two people. And great start here for New Bedford. That could give them some more energy and some more fire here.
I was just going to say now, so New Bedford ended with the points at the end of the quarter. And the start with points, so it's a quick little 4-0 run. Now a travel and a chance to make it 6 in a row, at least 6 in a row. I'm interested to see, though, what kind of adjustments the Whalers, will come out with here in the second half, because they certainly competed. Had it not been for the poor shooting in the first quarter, again, this could even be a one-possession game right now.
Yeah, and then missed free throws again didn't help either. So great stop by New Bedford. That's over the back. That is over the top. I felt that she came over the back, but it's a jump ball. It'd be Durfee ball.
Well, when you consider that her neck was basically snapped back like in a hold, I don't know that you call that a jump ball.
She had her in like in
headlock.
In a bear hug or in a headlock,
And I guess so that kind of let's revisit the topic, right?
Yep.
The jump, bad pass by Maddie Hargraves there.
Yeah,
goes out of bounds.
Again, there's those turnovers. Yeah, that's going to allow New Bedford to come back. If Durfee takes...
Julia Hargraves, her first, team first.
But, we talked about the jump balls, the conversation earlier. We've seen some really quick calls on it. To me, that looked more like a foul than a jump ball. Exactly. So you get this, dare I say the term, inconsistency. Right? And it's so, here we are. We got the best view in the house looking down on the whole court.
Right.
And we're not sure what they're calling.
That's a block and foul, no call.
No, no call. So no call there.
No call, yeah.
3 officials on the court.
And the block on
but now
end. And that's...
So Durfee now with their second, quickly.
25, Maddie Hargraves.
Maddie Hargraves picks up her third. That's a problem.
So Coach Karen has to make a decision here.
Yeah.
Again.
There's been times this season, particularly against Bridgewater Raynham, which was one of the best defensive games I think we've seen from this group of girls. We saw Jada and Avery with minutes in that game together. And
so Thompson 1 out of 2 from the free throw line.
Be interested to see here. You don't want to lose Maddie too early.
Yep.
Looks like Coach going to trust her for now. But
Maddie's going to play smart, play position defense, and not pick up any silly fouls.
Back to O'Connell.
They need a bucket here. And they can't seem to find him. Been ice cold so far.
Yeah, pressing a bit.
No field goal yet for Durfee. New Bedford's coming out with some
blind pass. And a travel. Yeah, no, you're right. And now maybe this turnover will help them. It's been 5 straight for New Bedford going back to the end of the second quarter. So, it was 26-14. Now we're down to a 7-point game. Open shot, high off the glass. Durfee liking the glass tonight.
That's a big bucket for Durfee. Answers in New Bedford's call.
Stolen, batted away. Nice job by, Anderson. What a foul.
Wow. And that's
Juliana Souza,
her third now. Souza, who started as
so we
well.
got Maddie Hargraves with 3 and Souza with 3. This could be a factor when we get closer to the end of this game, Evan.
It certainly could. Nice take there. Baseline from Malaysia.
Maddie couldn't really defend there. She's got 3, so she had to really lay back there.
And that's the risk, right?
Yes.
So now you got to be careful. You don't want to have 4 at the beginning of the third. And Lane will draw the foul. That's going to be New Bedford's first. And she'll take 2 shots. She has not been to the line yet tonight.
Whaler foul on number 24, Isabella Emil,
Emil
her third.
picking up her third. So,
Team
you know, the
first.
thing is, the first quarter, we saw so many fouls. And so it got some people into trouble earlier than you normally would see.
Right.
Lane can't get it to go. A little forward spin
Defense
there.
is all about, moving your feet, being smart, and being in the right position instead of blocking shots and reaching in. And so you can't be lazy on defense. That's why you should tell my players.
Yeah.
Can't be lazy on defense.
And I'll tell you, Durfee certainly not one of those lazy teams.
Right.
Their defense, some of the best. Thompson can't get it to go. She'll get the rebound and draw a foul.
Tell you,
Durfee's 4th as Lane came up empty on her trip to the line. And now that's Hargraves. It's her 4th. She will end up having to come out now. And Jada Johnson-Scott's coming in.
That was a risk that Coach Karen took.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to have to make those risks and make tough decisions. But that one kind of backfired. Now Maddie with 4. She's going to have to sit out a bit, and hopefully
I don't anticipate you seeing her till the 4th quarter.
Yep.
Honestly, not unless this game, it's just too early. Even if New Bedford is able to tie this game, it's just too early. Now, Jada, once again, with the rebound. Her rebounding has been just outstanding.
Yeah, and she played very well in that first half. She gave the Lady Toppers some great minutes. So
Stolen,
again,
Thompson.
There's Thompson.
Oh, beautiful pass, just mishandled. Now back to Alasia Sylvia Figueroa. And another foul. Durfee has maxed out in the first 3 minutes and 13 seconds. That's a problem.
It is a problem.
Hilltopper foul on number 23.
Now Lane with 3.
Her 3rd, team 5th.
I think that, Durfee came out a little flat here this 3rd quarter. They're kind of getting beaten to the ball, not getting back on defense. So this is going to be a great test right here, how Durfee responds. Because New Bedford is right back in this ballgame.
They sure are. A lot of the fans chirping, saying Lane was not even near the play.
There's
Gets the rebound.
There's no excuses for missed calls. You get 3 officials out there.
Yeah.
So, but they're all human. Humans make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, as we said, we make adjustments here at the half. New Bedford's defense
another turnover
has been outstanding to start this
Thompson
third quarter.
missed the layup. What a great offensive rebound.
Tell you, Durfee's got no answer right now for number 11. 7 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah. Durfee's slow to get back in that turnover. That missed layup should have been Durfee's rebound, but New Bedford, I'm telling you, aggressive through the ball. I don't know what Coach Pena said to the Lady Whalers at halftime, but whatever he said, it's working.
New Bedford has outscored Durfee 9-2 in the first half of this third quarter. So all Whalers right now.
Yeah, it all started with the turnovers. I think Durfee's got about 4 turnovers this half.
4 turnovers, already
yeah.
the 5 fouls. It has not been a good start to the second half.
Not a good start. So Coach Karen's going to get the troops together, calm them down, get them back to what they need to do best: is solid defense, take care of the ball, and try to get a good shot every time down.
Well, as we mentioned, just a couple games left here on the season, and for New Bedford, they only have 2 left, and they're both at home. They Brockton and Old Rochester. For Durfee, they have 3 left. They'll be home against Attleboro Sunday. That's a makeup game, from the big rainstorm that we had, all the flooding rains before Christmas. That's that game.
Yep.
And then on the road at BR and at Fairhaven next week. Durfee boys home, they're away Sunday for Attleboro. Then they're home Tuesday and Friday next week.
Nice.
And then I do want to make a correction here because the schedule we had was incorrect. They are on the road on the 20th, the final game of the year, at New Bedford Vogue. It's not 3 straight at home to end the season. So for those of you wondering about the 1,000-point chase here, as Hargraves puts up the 3, it's off the rim. O'Connell with the rebound. Josh Stevenson coming into today needing 80. No, excuse me. I miscounted. Ja had 12 last game. He needs 74. And Jaden Espinal last game went off at Dartmouth, had a great night. Into the 20s. He's down to 149 away. So
very achievable.
Very achievable.
Yeah,
but I know that obviously, Ja closer, he's got a better shot at doing it at home next Friday. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for him. And of course for Jaden too, who's been an outstanding player for 4 years for Durfee. It would be amazing to see 2 players get it done in 1 year. Obviously, Ja
would be amazing.
Ja coming in, from Conley, but still, 2-year varsity player there, and then coming into here as a 3rd-year varsity player and being able to possibly do it this year is unbelievable. As a sophomore in high school. Yeah. Travel called.
Again, those are the really unforced turnovers as a coach. You really kind of get a lot of white hairs on those type of turnovers. Lady Whalers kind of playing that man-to-man defense now, right up on them, player for player D, kind of giving Durfee a problem.
And since the timeout, we've had over a minute of scoreless basketball here. So both sides not able to score. O'Connell almost got knocked down.
I thought that could have been a foul.
Yep. Stolen by Anderson. Basket no good. Thompson comes flying in.
I tell you, Thompson is a player possessed.
Oh, yeah.
This quarter. She's just coming out to play. A very aggressive rebound, went up strong, and forced the foul.
Hilltopper foul on number 32, Jada Johnson-Scott.
Jada Johnson-Scott picks up her first foul. It's Durfee's 6th officially, but they're maxed out. So at the 5, and now more free throws for Thompson, who's been to the line. This is her 5th trip for 2, and she had the and 1 as well. So she has spent loads of time at the free throw line. And unfortunately for her, not really having a great night. Just, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Just 4 for 11 after that make right there to make it a 2-point game. 28-26.
This defense is giving Durfee some problems.
Sure is.
Very aggressive man-to-man defense. Julia Hargraves to the basket. What a great finish.
Hargraves. And she, a lot of times, because she's off balance and stretching so much, she'll go down like that, after the, a lot of times, a lot of people think she was fouled, but it's just her finish. How about that 3 from Anderson?
Anderson.
Her second from downtown.
Answers the call.
11 points.
And it's a 1-point game.
11 points for Anderson. 11 for Julia.
Walter posting up, not giving it to her. Good drive.
Foul called. Looks like it's going to go against Haley Chenard.
Whaler foul on number 5.
It is.
Haley Chenard.
Yep.
Her second, team 3rd.
Bedford up to 3 now. Chenard had one back in the 2nd quarter. That one on the floor, of course. O'Connell, she was waiting there.
I thought she was going to pull the trigger on that one.
I know.
But give New Bedford credit. They really got a great scouting report of not giving O'Connell any open looks. I thought there was only one in that first half. They gave her some breathing room, and she knocked it down.
Right, and they buttoned it up again.
Correct. Again, another turnover for Durfee. Not helping the cause here.
No, New Bedford the chance to take their first lead since the very beginning of the game. That's out of bounds. And
great look. I think that was a pass that she should have caught.
Yeah.
Great look by Thompson. I like her game.
2 well-matched teams.
Yes.
Scrappy, fast, tough defensively.
Right. New Bedford still in that man-for-man defense. Julia Hargraves. giving it to Souza out in the wing.
Souza's had a lot of looks tonight, and I think part of it stems from, you know, really shutting down O'Connell. Really, you know,
Yes,
it's kind of
exactly.
like the next player up.
Yep.
Pass to Anderson, kept that foot down. Nice job holding her ground without leaning too far. Durfee quickening their defense now. Anderson open again. This is for the lead. It's well short.
Great
but down low for the rebound. New Bedford there, out of bounds. Durfee has it as Emil was not able to grab the ball after it missed. Another chance for Durfee here.
A great defensive stop for Durfee. Let's see if they can get a good shot here and get the ball in the bucket here.
70 seconds left in the third.
It's been tough getting baskets here for Durfee in this quarter.
Lane puts it up, no good. Jada Johnson-Scott, spin move, puts it
Yes.
up, and it'll go down. That's a big shot. She redirected, showed a little patience, and then took the shot. And a miss now. Durfee with a chance to go up
pass.
5. Fouled, and O'Connell will go to the free throw line.
That's a great look by Julia Hargraves. Way to run the floor by O'Connell.
Whaler foul on number 33, Ava Kaplan.
Ava Kaplan just into the game. Hasn't spent much time out there. Picks up the foul.
O'Connell shooting 2.
O'Connell went to the line in the first, went 1 for 2 on that trip. She's got, let's see here, 2, 4, 5, 8 points tonight.
Nice.
Clock at 46.3 seconds. And O'Connell misses the second.
Shooting violation in too soon for O'Connell.
Wow. That's the second time tonight we've seen that. Once
Yes.
for New Bedford, once for Durfee. It's not something we see too often, but we've seen a lot. We saw Carey earlier. We're seeing it all. We got the full gamut of fouls tonight, folks.
I think we're waiting for a 3-second call.
Yeah, we get the 3-second call, and we're going to
3-second
submit
call.
this tape
Yes.
to the officials, you know, to their officiating school. And it'll be a clinic, the game that they can watch.
Officiating commissioner.
Yeah, see every call that was made that's possible. I'm not saying that like sarcastically. I'm just saying you see everything in the game. Something to break down.
Right, let's see what Durfee does in this possession.
O'Connell.
I thought O'Connell could have taken that shot, but
I
she
thought
decided
so.
to take it hard to the basket. Oh,
They will take it.
O'Connell's playing very smart. She's not living or dying for the 3. She's taking the ball to the basket tonight.
Well, everyone's in foul trouble again here. So take the drive, and you hope maybe you get fouled on the way as well. But that was a clean basket. 7 seconds. Durfee up 6. They've gotten a little distance here.
Yep.
Oh, Anderson going to go for the long ball. It's no good at the buzzer. The Hilltoppers end on a 5-0 run. That's a big closeout in the third.
Right. And I think that's going to be hopefully a stepping stone for the fourth quarter here, Evan.
Yeah, just 9 points for Durfee in that quarter. 13 for the Whalers, their best quarter so far. And it was really, the spark plug was Alasia Sylvia Figueroa, number 11. She just, you know, rattled off some baskets there that very quickly erased the lead. So New Bedford never took the lead back, but they got to within 1.
Did a great job of responding to come back into this game. Coach Karen talking to his staff and see what happens here in the fourth quarter. This is it. The Lady Top is going to come out and really give it the best effort. Again, only 3 games left after this, left in the season, and you're going to win 2 in order to get into the tournament.
No, that's true. I mean, you lose tonight, it gets very difficult.
That's correct.
Because the teams that they're facing are teams that are very tough teams and teams that Durfee has not beaten this season. So, you know, again, when you look at the schedule, you have to play that Sunday game against Attleboro. You got BR, who you lost to. And I think Fairhaven was just a 1. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They beat Fairhaven, excuse me.
Yep.
They beat Fairhaven to start the year, 54-12. So I stand corrected there. It was so early, I forgot. My goodness. You know, but BR, the 2-point loss, heartbreaker here. And Attleboro was not a terrible game, 46-35. You know, I mean, that's certainly not like getting blown out or anything.
All right,
Still a low-scoring game, but here we go. Fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
New Bedford in the 2-3 zone. We got Souza, Hargraves up top.
New Bedford comes away with it. Leading scorers to this point, Anderson with the team high for the Whalers.
Oh.
Sylvia Figueroa.
Lane is hurt, took the charge. What a big play. No basket.
No basket.
No basket, offensive foul. What a great defensive effort by Lane.
It could have been an and one instead.
That could have been and one, correct.
Instead, it's New Bedford's first foul, and it's against number 11.
Thompson, her fourth.
Oh, they called it against Thompson. She didn't look like she was anywhere near there.
Yeah, Thompson took it to the basket. She's the one that drove and drew the charge.
Okay.
That's a big, big loss for New Bedford.
I know, because now she's got to come out. And she's been a spark. So, you know what it is? I saw Alasia get in there right after the rebound.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to call it on her. O'Connell wants that three.
That's a great look.
It is a great look.
Nice
Durfee
rebound.
with the rebound. Alex
Lapointe
Lapointe
with the offensive rebound.
Another senior for Durfee getting some
reset
minutes.
on the shot clock. Okay, New Bedford in that 2-3 zone.
Back to O'Connell. She's wide open. Hit it. Yes, sir. And
Great.
with that, she's got 14.
That was great
game
patience
high.
by Durfee, really moving that ball, getting the ball out, not rushing the offense. They got a great open look.
Now you talk about a swing here in terms of points, right? From that offensive foul to getting a three ball. What a difference that makes.
Absolutely. And more importantly, Thompson's out of the game.
Thompson's not in the game. Yeah. There's a good take there, by the way, by Sylvia Figueroa to get two back. 38-31 here.
Yes.
Oh, off the rim. Two shots coming for
Johnson Scott. A great look by Julia Hargraves inside. I thought that ball was going to go in. I was ready to jump out of my seat for a three-point play. But
Pyers getting hit with her first foul since she's come into the game now for Thompson. It's New Bedford's second.
Yes.
And Jada Johnson-Scott.
Nice looking shot.
Yeah, first one good. She got 2 field goals as well, 5 points so far.
And she came on off the bench and giving Durfee some great minutes.
Yeah.
Some great minutes.
That one will miss. Good rebound there from Sylvia Figueroa, who really has been everywhere on the floor. Yeah. She's been fantastic.
Oh. We might have another offensive foul.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
New Bedford with their third foul.
Lapointe. Number 14.
And Pyers picking up her second straight.
Yes. And that's 3 team fouls on the Whalers. Durfee has not fouled yet.
3 team fouls in 90 seconds, Vic. That's a problem, too.
That could be a factor.
O'Connell thought about another 3. Back out to Julia Hargraves. Wide open. Back to O'Connell. Sets in the corner. Now,
yeah, double dribble, yes.
She knew it.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because actually, honestly, she and Julia were wide open both every time they get the ball. They had time.
Either one could have taken a shot.
Yeah. You know. So kind of a lost possession there for Durfee.
So 8-point lead.
For 3. No good. Hard off the back of the iron
Hargraves
there.
with a great rebound. Usually with those long shots, you get those long rebounds.
Yeah.
And the guard's going to pick up those rebounds.
O'Connell gets it back. That's no good.
Oh, Lapointe with another offensive rebound.
Kicks it out to Hargraves. In the lane, in the paint, draws the foul.
Oh. We might set a record of offensive fouls in this game.
Yeah, offensive foul on Hargraves.
Foul on number 4, Julia Hargraves, her second foul. First.
I think in that case, you take 1 or 2 dribbles and pull up for a short jumper instead of taking all the way to the basket if you see that defender right in front of you, But Durfee's picking up the pressure now. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man full court.
Yeah, a bit of a press here.
Yep, kind of a surprise.
But you have open player. Yeah, they got to come up because now they're outnumbered down here.
Here we go. Oh.
Offensive. Block or charge?
I think it's a block. Close.
Very close.
Hilltopper foul on number 23.
That's Lane's 4th foul.
Yeah,
it looked like her feet were planted.
It did. That referee was kind of indecisive there for a moment. We didn't know if it was going to be a charge or
I
a
don't
block.
I don't like that foul.
No.
No.
Do we keep Coach Karen? Is he going to make a sub in for Lane? Let's see.
It looks like it.
Looks like LaPointe's going to come back in, and Lane's going to go out.
Yeah.
I think that's a right coaching decision.
At least for now. You know,
yeah.
get under 4 minutes,
yeah,
and then you can get
minutes,
Lane
correct.
and get Hargraves back in there if it gets close.
And LaPointe's been playing well. She's been playing really effective out there for the Lady Toppers.
That's no good. Rebound to O'Connell. Yeah, if you can keep yourself a 2-3 possession lead here, and get under 4 minutes, and then you have a little flexibility.
And have your best players.
That's for 3, and it's no good. Close to out of bounds. The Whalers coming away with it, and a timeout for Coach Pina. That's a great call for Coach Pina.
5:19 to go, Ev. 8-point game.
See if we can get ourselves an update for the boys' game out in New Bedford. I have a feeling they probably didn't start as late as we did, so they could even be done by now. 8:22 here. We got a busy week next week on Fred TV. Next Tuesday, boys senior night here at Durfee against Bridgewater Raynham. Boys beat BR on the road earlier this season, so looking to make it 2-0 against them. Wednesday, we will be at Diamond for their girls' senior night, our final Diamond girls game. And then let me think. Friday, we're supposed to be back here against Braintree as we check on the 1,000 points race here for Stevenson and Espinal. So
that'd be great.
Our fingers crossed that at the very least, Ja, who, as I said, he's under 80 now. Hopefully, after tonight and Sunday and Tuesday, who knows? He could do it Tuesday. It's very possible. Durfee boys lost on the road, 68-62.
Tough loss.
That just in from Athletic Director Brad Bussin. That is a very tough loss after handling Brockton, after just totally dominating Dartmouth. That's a killer right there. And now the SEC, you're not sure if you're going to end up taking the sole win there, and now you got to also wait another day to clinch the tournament berth. So that's a really, really tough loss on the road.
Ooh.
3 ball from Ramos, her first points of the game, and it's back to 5.
That's a big 3.
Huge.
Big 3.
39-34.
New Bedford in like a 1-3-1 zone. Kind of changed it up, Coach
Pina. That's a little
Pina.
interesting.
Yes.
Hargraves, tough take.
No. I didn't feel the player had her position there, planted her feet for that charge.
That's the second straight charge called against Hargraves, too.
Yes. It's been like 4 or 5 charge calls here tonight.
I had her for 2 fouls. Board only, that should have been her third.
I think I have her for 3 as well.
Yeah, the board is
wrong. Yep.
3 fouls for Hargraves, and that one not sure about
that's
all too
that
easy.
cannot happen.
No, all too
that
easy.
Cannot happen. Durfee defense fell asleep for the first time tonight.
5
that cannot happen.
5 straight now for the Whalers.
Yeah, and the Whalers are right back in this game.
1 possession game, 39-36.
And now New Bedford looks like they're in man-to-man or matchup zone.
If you're going to call the offensive fouls like this that are not clear-cut,
and
a travel.
Oh. Those are the tough turnovers where you need every possession. It's so important. 4 minutes to go. Great timeout by Coach Karen. Just to try to get everybody back together and get everybody calm. But it's going to be interesting here, Evan. 3-point game. New Bedford's right back in it. Momentum on their side.
4:03, halfway through the 4th quarter here, and everything that you would expect from Durfee New Bedford.
Absolutely.
Like I said, the Brockton game for me last week with the boys here, that never got to be more than a 2-possession game.
Right.
It was just you're on the edge of your seat the whole game because it was that close. And tonight Durfee had built a decent lead, but New Bedford showing some grit, and they're right back in it.
Well, That's what makes the rivalry so interesting and with so much history is that both teams never give up. You know,
Yeah,
start to
of course.
finish, you scrap, you fight, you battle. That's what makes the rivalry so special.
I have to comment too. You know, when we walked in the gym, all the portraits of the seniors, they're on easels welcoming you. There's balloons everywhere. They have the tables set up. I don't know if we're able to get a shot of it, maybe from the floor, maybe down on Craig's camera or not, but they got the tables set up as well.
Really nice.
I mean, they did a great job. You know, not a ton of like streamers and stuff, just on the rails, but they took the time to put an area together that's not used in the gym. And so whether the team or if it's the parents that are doing it, I'm not sure who was involved in it this time, but really fantastic job. The place looked great when you walk in. I walked in and said, wow, this is totally different.
Awesome.
So, yeah, really nice job on senior night. Here we go.
Let's see how Durfee responds after that coach timeout by Jeff Karen. Do they come out? Well, they're coming out man-to-man.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to pick up the tempo of this game. And let's see if they can really come out with that fire and intensity on the defensive side.
Thompson back in for New Bedford. Maddie Hargraves and Lane back in for Durfee. All three players have 4 fouls. And Thompson immediately making her presence known with the field goal at the 1-point game.
Maddie Hargraves back in. She was out of the game for quite a while.
Yeah. O'Connell, tough shot off the mark, and she'll get the foul there.
Hilltopper foul on number 14, Maggie O'Connell, her second, team 4th.
O'Connell picking up number 2. She had one way back in the first. And Durfee at their 4th foul, so that could play a factor as well if they max out. New Bedford leads 40-39. And once again, Alasia Sylvia Figueroa.
I'll tell you right now, she's my MVP right now on New Bedford side.
Her second half
has
been unbelievable.
Oh, Julia Hargraves, great look to Johnson Scott for two free throws.
Whaler foul on number 1, Alexis Rebello, her first.
It's 13 points for Sylvia Figueroa in this second half alone.
Yes, and you notice that New Bedford's taking care of the basketball, Evan.
Yeah.
Executing on the offensive side is allowing them to get this lead.
First shot good. Rebello, number 1, who had just come into the game for New Bedford, she got hit with the foul. And so both sides now at 40 points and both sides at 4 fouls. Second shot no good. Hargraves and a jump ball. Come on.
Come on. That guy's
this is
right
what I'm
here.
talking about.
Guy's right here.
The furthest from the play, making the call. Give me a break.
Come on. A jump ball should be where both players are grappling for the ball.
Yeah.
Grappling for possession.
That's
then
not
you call
a jump ball.
Correct. Too quick on the trigger.
And not the right one to make the call
That's
either.
correct. On the other side of the floor. So here we
I
go.
don't like
40-40, Evan. 40-40, here we go.
Not
now
happy.
Durfee in the 2-3 zone.
For the lead again. No good off the top of the glass, and that is a turnover. Out of bounds.
Great defensive possession there. Good contest on the 3. Coach Cam mixing up the defenses. Looks like New Bedford's in man-to-man. And Julia Hargraves bringing up the basketball.
O'Connell gonna take the shot. Knocks it down.
That's big hoop.
And that was a contested 3.
Thompson come right back, picking up the tempo.
Rebello. No
That's
good.
That's a great look.
It was.
That's a great look. Thompson pushed up the ball.
She got open.
Got open, and right there took a perfect shot. Looked like it was going to go in there from our angle.
It did.
It looked good.
Julia Hargraves dumps it off. O'Connell wants another. On senior night. Yeah, baby. 9 points in the 4th from Maggie O'Connell.
Great penetration once again.
Timeout. Hilltoppers.
Into the lane for Lane. Lane dumped it back out to O'Connell. Knocked down the 3.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
That's how quickly the game changes.
Well, Durfee answered the call after that timeout. They came back to really pick it up a notch and ready to play here.
And as quickly as that changes in Durfee's favor, it can go. We've seen it go the other way tonight. So now, yeah, sure, timeout, but you can't let up.
Can't. You got to keep up the intensity at the same time, playing smart, not fouling, no silly fouls, and taking care of the basketball. That's what it's going to come down to. Who's going to take care of the ball, and who's going to make their free throws at the end of at 2 minutes left to go.
4
is going to be key.
4 from distance tonight for O'Connell. She now has 20 points in the game, 9 of those points right here in the fourth.
Yep.
The only Durfee Hilltopper in nearly 6 minutes to hit something from the field.
That's correct.
In the fourth.
Because definitely Durfee's offense was kind of lagging there for quite a while.
It sure was. The only other player with points is Jada with her 2 trips to the line.
Right.
So thank God for O'Connell right there getting open and taking those shots.
So it looks like Durfee's starting 5 out on the floor now, Evan, to finish off the game.
Yep.
Let's see what Durfee's comes out in a man-to-man.
Thompson leading the way
and
here.
back right into his zone. Kind of showed that they were going to do some type of three-quarter, half-court pressure.
You know what, Vic? I think if it was a 3-point game, as Thompson gets it to go, I think if it was only a 3-point game, you might have seen them stay in man, but knowing that you had the 2 possessions, don't want to chance a 5th foul on 2 of your starters.
Yeah.
You know, Hargraves slows up, gets it to Maddie. So Julia to Maddie, O'Connell to the left. They're going to go back to her. Souza sitting in the corner now, back to Julia. You can run some time here. That's what they're doing. They were very patient early in the game.
And spreading the floor, Evan, you know.
Yeah.
They're making it very difficult for New Bedford to help. Maddie, great penetration, forcing the foul.
That's 5 for New Bedford.
Yep.
Whaler foul on number 11, Alasia Sylvia Figueroa.
Her second foul, Figueroa, that is, Sylvia Figueroa.
It's key right here. Knocking down the free throws, Evan, like we just said.
Hargraves has not been to the line tonight, just the 1 field goal back in the first quarter. First one good.
All you got to do now, Evan, is you take care of that basketball, make them foul you, knock down the free throws.
2 for 2.
Great job with Maddie Hargraves, knocking down the free throws. Now we got some half-court pressure here. Thompson taking the ball to the rack.
Great pull-up. Doesn't go. That's a great shot.
By Julia Hargraves.
And that makes it a little easier now. 70 seconds, 30 on the shot clock. You're up 2 possessions, 6-point lead for Durfee, and now they really can slow it down. New Bedford may be forced to foul.
They might.
And yeah, they do draw in. Looks like Sylvia Figueroa, who is guarding.
Maddie Hargraves is going back to the line.
Yep.
In the bonus.
2 more shots for Maddie Hargraves. She can put Durfee up by 8 here. It's going to make things very difficult for New Bedford with under a minute now.
And give Maddie Hargraves credit. She was out of the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
In foul trouble. And came back into the game and contributed some great minutes here to finish off here in the fourth quarter.
Hargraves, 4 for 4.
4, yes.
The last 4 points to Maddie Hargraves at the line, 50-42. Durfee.
Oh,
boy.
Great closeout by Maddie Hargraves to get right up on him, forcing that double dribble.
Yeah.
The travel. Great job.
And
great
that's
defense.
risky. You got 4 fouls, and she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And she got the turnover.
Yeah. So New Bedford full court press here, pressing. I would keep the ball in Maddie's hands, make them foul her, go to the line.
Yeah, don't rush a shot unless it's there like that.
Yes.
10-point lead for Durfee.
Tell you, Maddie Hargraves, unbelievable.
Blind pass to the corner. Anderson looking to get 3 back, and she does. Oh, boy. What a pass from Thompson.
Oh. Timeout, Whalers.
Third one from outside for Anderson, and the Whalers call timeout.
What a great look by Thompson.
Wow.
And even a better shot.
That's just fantastic.
Because, you know, they had pressure out there, great contest. You don't want to foul there on a 3-point shot.
Right.
Hey, give them the Bedford credit.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Never back down here. They fought. They started off slow in that first quarter, and since then, they've been battling ever since.
And you know, that was like the main thing that coach told me before the game. I said, you know, what happened since we played you? I said, because you guys started the season pretty decent. I said, but it's been a real tough grind lately. And he says, well, we just can't get 32 minutes of full-on basketball to come together.
Yep.
It might be 28 minutes, might be, you know, 24 minutes. We just can't get that 32 minutes performance down, full, perfect basketball. And to your point, look at the first quarter is the difference right here.
Right.
It was a tough, very slow start.
And he only scored 4 points in that first quarter.
Right.
4 points.
So you dig yourself a 12-point hole to start the game, and look at the difference here.
Right.
It's only a 7-point game. So that's to his point. It's not the lack of competition. It's just a little bit of consistency to put a full 32 minutes together.
I can see Durfee going deep here. Look how New Bedford's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to go long. Look at that.
Yeah, and nobody's back.
No one protecting the basket.
No.
And there you go. There's the ball game. I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
The way they were playing. Great job recognizing that on that long pass. Thompson, great job.
Coach, you could hear Coach Karen yelling, no fouls, no fouls, because you don't need to. So good. Thompson made the shot. That's fine. Another timeout, New Bedford. 20.3 seconds left to play. 54-47.
Maddie Hargraves recognized that that they had that long pass, and Maggie O'Connell went deep, and they connected. Looked like Mahomes to Kelsey on that one.
That was a good pass, and to your exactly right.
All right. So if Durfee just takes care of the basketball here, makes their free throws, this thing is pretty much in the books.
At this point, yes, safe to say, at 54-47, the Whalers going to fall for their 9th straight loss. And for Durfee, win number 9, a clean sweep of the Whalers here in the winter 23-24 season. Oh, they got the foul. Wow.
Got the foul. Julia Hargraves to the line.
I thought Hargraves might have gotten by there. It must have been a very late contact by Sylvia Figueroa. Hargraves going to the line, only has been there for 3 shots tonight. She was 2 for 3, and that was back in the first half. Kind of a quiet second half for her.
She played more of the playmaker role in that second half.
Contributions from a lot of players tonight.
Because O'Connell kind of took over the offensive duties in that second half.
Yeah.
And Julia was more of the playmaker, controlling the game.
22 points right now for O'Connell. 11 of those coming in the quarter. 17.6 seconds. And what likely will be the final possession of this game. Oh! Foul against Hargraves. Yeah, trying to strip that ball. It'll be Durfee's 5th foul. And some free throws for Thompson, who's been to the line a lot tonight.
Yeah.
That's the 4th for Julia Hargraves.
A lot of players for 4, but no one fouled out.
Yeah, I mean, and some of them got into very early trouble in the second half.
Trouble, right.
First shot misses.
Thompson misses. Yeah, kind of struggling at the line today, Thompson. But she played a hell of a game.
No, she really has.
Seems like she's the leader with this team.
1 for 2 that time.
Great pass.
15 points for Thompson tonight. And New Bedford not content to let Durfee run it out. Give O'Connell a chance to add to her total.
Great job by O'Connell. Smart, killing the clock, allowing them to foul her and put her on the line.
Anderson's 3rd. Again, team limit. 2 shots for O'Connell. She is 2 for 4 on the night at the line. That one no good. Breakout night for her to lead the scoring for both sides, especially with her
Yeah, those two back-to-back threes kind of really nailed it. That was the kind of...
It just took the
took
wind
him over
out
the
of
edge,
this.
yes.
Yeah, totally.
I agree.
O'Connell will finish with 23 points
That's
tonight.
amazing.
Anderson puts up a desperation 3. Jump ball with 1.1, so whoever gets the possession just
Durfee
needs to
possession,
inbound. Durfee with it.
Yep. Great win by the Lady Toppers.
Hard-fought
Great
win.
job.
Over
Great
50
job.
points tonight.
Yes,
The offense
yes.
came alive.
They did. They did come alive.
This is a big step in the right direction.
Yes.
As you have to win just one game now in the final 3. Okay, and you got a team. I didn't want it to come down to Fairhaven, but they have beaten Fairhaven, so that's got to feel good. I don't care if it was the beginning of the season or not. They held Fairhaven to just 12 points in that game. So a beatable team from a D1 opponent.
And I give credit to Durfee's bench. We had Johnson Scott, great minutes.
Yeah.
LaPointe came in and did some great things out there for them when some of their key players were out for foul trouble. So great job overall by the Lady Toppers.
Every player on this lineup, in this roster, got minutes tonight,
correct.
which is just fantastic because, again, it's so many seniors, too. So I know Coach was trying to do that as well. But just a monster fourth quarter for Durfee. 21 points in the fourth. And they needed every one of them to keep New Bedford at bay because New Bedford had 19.
Yeah, and I give them, Coach Pina, credit. The girls did not give up. Really battled till the end. Again, was a pleasure being here, Ev, being with you and watching Durfee, New Bedford battle it out is always a pleasure.
Absolutely, and great to have you alongside as we welcome you to our booth, if you will, here. So, Vic, next week, again, the girls, they'll play Sunday, they play Tuesday, and then they play Friday. So they... it's in their hands. They're 9-8, and they just need one to get in the tournament. They're already in the top 32 as of this morning. Before tonight's win, they were 31st. So this helps that, too, because New Bedford, a D1 opponent, you're beating them tonight. So that might actually move them up a little bit, which is helpful. And Attleboro and BR, of course, no slouches. So that's a strength of schedule thing right there.
Knowing Coach Karen, he'll get his troops ready for battle, and I just wish the team the best of luck for the rest of the season, and hopefully they're tournament bound.
Well, that's a good word. Folks, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Great way to finish the week. Another Friday night win right here in the field house. Our great crew behind the scenes, we thank them for all their hard work as well. For Vic Pereira and our crew, I'm Evan Massoud, wishing you a great weekend here as Durfee wins it on senior night 56-48. Good night. Canane in the corner. Her third from outside. Zone. Shot. It's good! Espinal pulls up, knocks it down.